Hello guys, what's up? Welcome you all to another video, and today we are going to start with the paper number 9 and the second concept, that is the Greek theater. So you well known that what is the theater, and we have discussed it in the Sanskrit theater the first time. So Greek, actually you know that the Greece is one of the country in Europe. Actually it is in the eastern side, and it is connected with the Turkey, that is the Turkestan. And now without wasting any further time, let's get started. So first we are going to talk about the introduction of this theater. So the very first record of drama or play script, and theater, that is the performance. Drama, that is the play script where there is a dialogues. You have studied it in your first year, that what is the play. Play is a dialogue, play is a theatrical performance in which there is a one actor who plays the roles of character and utter the written dialogues and also perform the indicated actions. So that is the script, that is the drama, and theater, that is the performance where they are going to perform. So the very first record of drama, that is the play or script, and theater, that is the performance, came from Athens. So Athens is the now Athens is the capital city of Greece, and it was started in the 6th century BCE. So within 100 years, Athenian drama reached a peak of excellence seldom equaled since. The result is that when people speak of Greek theatre today, they are almost certainly referring to the plays and production of the 5th century BCE in Athens. So actually we are going to discuss is about the Greece, that how Greece nation is there, and how many states are there, and what is there. So we are going to see it in detail. So you know that the Greece is like a peninsula. It is like a peninsula, and I am going to also give you at the end of this lecture, you can see the picture of Greece and the peninsula of the Greece. So peninsula means what? It is like a that एक असं टोक आहे, ते तिन्ही बाजूने समुद्र आहे आणि मध्येच आहे, दॅट इज द पेनिन्सुला. ओके, सो अबाउट द हाफ द साइज ऑफ द स्टेट ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क. न्यूयॉर्क नावाचं जे राज्य आहे अमेरिकेमध्ये, त्याच्या अर्ध्या स्टेटचं. इट मीन दॅट यू कॅन से दॅट इट इज बिगर दॅन द कोकण, or it is like our Konkan region from Palghar to Sindhudurga maybe. So with numerous bays and harbors, inlets and adjacent islands, has one of the longest coastlines in the world. Its geography made it during the 6th century BCE. The leading merchants of the Mediterranean, it is also called as the Mediterranean, a role it took over from the Phoenician, exporting pottery, olive oil, wine and slaves. Greece bought in a variety of items from North Africa and the East, where advanced civilizations were already flourishing in Egypt, China, India and Persia. So in Egypt, you know that the Egyptian civilization were there, and in India, Indus civilization is there. China is also there, is another civilization, and Persia, that is the today's Iran, there is also a civilization is going on. So Greek civilization is such kind of a oldest civilization. It is a contemporary civilization of Indus civilization, Indus Valley civilization, you can think so. In fact, to speak of Greece, however, is misleading because there was no unified nation. In fact, Greece formed the western edge of the then civilized world and served as the crossroad for trade. It was a road actually. It is a road because actually Istanbul, which is the city, a bigger city, one of the most beautiful and biggest city of Turkey. So Istanbul, it is not a real name. Actually, its name is Constantinople, and actually it was a part of Greece, and therefore it was a part of the route of Asia and Europe. Okay. So to speak of Greece, however, is misleading because it was not a unified nation. Rather, on the peninsula were organized individual city states. Actually, it is like a Indus civilization, that Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, these are the cities. So likewise in Greece there is the city-wise states. City-wise states were there, and every city states has a different king and different things were there, and each called as a polis or poles, and each consisting of a town and its surrounding countryside, the residents of which spoke dialects of the same language and mostly worshipped the same gods. Each polis issues its own coinage, raised its own armies, mined silver, built ships, and that like. So several very important city-state, including Corinth is there, Sparta is there, and Thebes is there, and among them Athens is there. So by the 5th century BC, the golden age of Athenian theatre and drama started. But by the 5th century, Athens had emerged as a both cultural leader and trading giant, because you must have watched the movie 300. If you haven't watched it, please watch that movie. So in that movie, actually the king of Sparta and his 300 soldiers, they have fought to the empire of Persia, and they have defeated. Actually they all killed in during that battle, but we can say that they have met with the thousands or millions of enemies they fought, and they have killed a lot of people. So it is a bravery, and after that all the city states they have united. If you watch the second part of 300, the rise of the rise of empire, so in that movie we can see that Athens became the leader, and they have actually joined all the other city states of Greece, and they united, and in this way they have defeated the Persian king. They have defeated the Persia, and after that Alexander the Great was born, and in this way the Greek empire started. So, and because of that, after the 5th century, Athens had emerged as a both cultural leader and trading giant, with its own outspot in Italy, Sicily, France, and Spain. As the word outspot suggests, Western Europe was at the time of cultural backwater, and Athens itself was a small city by modern standard of just 1 lakh people, about the size of Utica or New York, or about the size of Pune, we can say. So as I have told you that by the 5th century BC, the golden age of Athenian theatre and drama, Athens had already established the world's first democracy, providing a model for the participation of citizens in the decisions and policies of government. So it is like that if you have studied the history, in the history in our ancient Indian history, we have seen the Sola Mahajanpada, in that 16 democratic states were in India. Koshambi was there, Shakya was there, Magad also was there, and these were the democracies, and in India it is called as a Ganarajya. Okay, so likewise in Athens also it is like a democracy. It was the first world democracy where it became the Ganarajya or democratic state. But however, women had no right in that government, and again the slaves, which are the 1/3 of Athens residents were slaves, and they do not have the rights in that government. It means that women are regarded inferior to men, and only men have the rights. So that is the thing, and we can see that thing is there. So Athens created statues. They have also built a lot of buildings. They have developed their arts. They have also developed their philosophies, whose excellence made them important in European culture for more than 2000 years. By then as well, Athens had developed an alphabet. It means that they have also included the alphabet, as we have, that in the Hindu civilization there is also alphabet, but yet we are unable to read out that. Maybe I don't know what is the reason, because every alphabet, oldest alphabet, we have discovered that, dispersed that. Okay, and that the Brahmi Lipi is there, then Kharosthi Lipi is there in the ancient period. So likewise, these is the Athenian people, they have discovered the alphabets also, and they have started writing also. and therefore it is a very important, and they have also included both vowels and consonant in those alphabets. So in this way, because of that, Athenian language or Athenian Greece or Greek language, sorry, became the first in history to represent speech both systematically and consistently. So earlier there are languages with alphabets, but no one with both consonants and vowels. So an alphabet is essential for the consistent communication and continued development of culture that relies on words, and the theatre is included. Because of the language development, theatre developed. So let's start with the theories of the origin of Greek theatre. So there are 5 to 6 theories. I have included 5 theories here. So we are going to start with the Aristotle theory. So there is almost no written evidence from which to draw information about the origin of Greek drama. The explanation is Aristotle's Poetics, one questionable source of ancient evidence about the origin. The earlier account is Aristotle's Poetics, because already we have discussed it in paper number 5, that Aristotle has written one book, that is Poetics, and he has written in 355 BC. He claimed that tragedy was produced by the authors of dithyrambics and comedy from the authors of the phallic songs. So dithyrambics were choral odes, poems performed by a chorus. Dithyramb is a poem performed by a chorus, and phallic songs were rites celebrating male sexual potency. But there is a precise nature is unknown because only fragments survive. So therefore we also this theory does not prove that. Because of this theory, the theatre born in Greek. So the second theory is the ritual theory. So probably the most fashionable but not necessarily the most correct view of the origin of theatre is the ritual theory, which proposes that Greek drama evolved from early religious rituals devoted to the god Dionysus. Because in Athens actually drama started, because Dionysus is the one of the important god for Athenians, and there is a bigger temple. There was a bigger temple of Dionysus in Greece. So there is a theory that there was some rituals, and because of that rituals, these things drama may be born. But it also has weakness, because virtually no extant Greek tragedy featured Dionysus as a central figure or displayed the sort of orgiastic worship associated with Dionysus. So therefore we also cannot rely on this theory. So the third theory is the great man theory. So some scholars propose that tragedy and comedy arose as creative acts of human genius. Such scholars search for the birth of drama by a revolutionary invention of a gifted human being, arguing that art neither evolved like a biological organism nor happens by chance. So according to this view, an artist purposefully synthesized elements that already existed in Athenian society into new form, that is the drama. But the theory has strength. Storytelling, music and dance did already exist in Greek society, and so were readily available for the use. But this theory also has weaknesses. Human genius is itself mysterious, and so the theory leaves much unexplained about the origin of theatre and drama. So we can agree that the Athenian people are really genius, and therefore it was evolved. So but again it is unexplained, so therefore we also not going to depend on it. So next theory is the storytelling theory. So some scholars propose that Greek drama developed from storytelling. It is supposed that storytellers would naturally tend to elaborate parts of the telling by impersonating the various characters using appropriate voice and movement. From here, it seems a short step to having several people become involved in telling the story, and from this telling, it is thought that drama and theatre arose. But again, there is also weaknesses. And Athenian had a rich and long tradition of epic singers, storytellers who gave public performance of works such as Homer's Iliad. Homer was the one of the greatest Greek poet, and he has written two epics. One is the Iliad and the second is the Odyssey. So for example, this theory has a major weakness. It fails to account for the prominent position played by the chorus in the Greek drama. So therefore we also cannot rely on it. So the last theory, that is the dance theory. Other theories suggest that movement rather than speech was at core of drama. The idea here is that dancers first imitated the physical behavior of animals and humans. When dancers costumed themselves in appropriate skins and garments, they came to impersonate the animals and humans. When several dancers joined together in impersonation and they embodied this performance with sounds and words, drama was born. But again, this theory has the strength and again weaknesses also. So therefore we say that this theory also fails to account for the separation between actor and chorus that began with the first Greek drama. So again we can say that we are uncertain about the origin of theatre in Greek, because it is only Greek where theatre born, nor India nor anywhere. We have seen in the Sanskrit theatre that we have references of the drama from the 1st century BC. Okay, after the Mahabhasya by Patanjali. Okay, that was the beginning of the theatre and all these things. And Bharat Muni's Natya Shastra is one of the treatises of dramatical theory, or it is the important book of dramatic theory. So it was only Greece where the drama first born or first rose. So therefore we are uncertain about the theory, but maybe the combination of all these theory which we have discussed now, maybe the theatre was born. So hey guys, I think this is the enough information, and we are going to see the actual play and playwrights in our next video. So until then, if you did not get anything about the introduction and the information which we have discussed in this video about the Greek theatre, you can make comment and please ask me questions. So I am there to solve your questions. So in the next lecture we are going to see who are the playwrights and which are the plays, with the brief stories, some of the plays. And again, as I have told you that it is also difficult for me to upload it to Google Classroom because the net problem and all the problem because of the bigger size. So therefore I have decided to make this video in the parts, so you know that 15 until 15 minutes only. So I think already 10 minutes have gone, so I think I should stop here and we will meet in the another lecture. Again, I was forgotten that I was telling that I will tell you also brief story of Shakuntala in the next lecture if I finished early. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for watching.